Hi everybody, it's Anita from Angelic Awakening. I just thought I'd come on this evening to do our Elohim video, so I felt inspired to do it today. Just felt in the energy, and with everything going on, it just felt it was the perfect timing for the Elohim of peace to come in, so welcome. So what we'll first start off with is a purpose, and then we're going to do a bit of a prayer and invocation as we call it, and all it does is set the vibration for the video. So welcome. So this video is going to be on the Elohim of peace. So who are the Elohim? There are 7 Elohim, and they are the highest vibrational beings closest to the great central sun, or the creator, God, whatever you want to believe in. And the 7 mighty Elohim have different roles. So the last video I did, Elohim Mighty Arcturus, it was the one that talks about the violet flame. So we're going to be talking about the Elohim of peace. So we're first going to sit in invocation and prayer to start off the night. Welcome to the energy of the Elohim of peace. It's just so needed right now. That's why I felt it was the right time to channel through Elohim of peace. And her energy has been with me today, all day long actually, leading up to the video the last couple of weeks. So I thought I'd share this energy with you guys so you can benefit. So we'll first start off with the invocation and prayer, and then we'll get into it. So let's hold the candle. So our purpose today is to connect in with the mighty Elohim of peace, to bring her energy in, to surround every person that watches the live and the replay, just to get the most out of this video, to help us to open our hearts to the receptivity of the angels. So we now ask you to stand by every individual who are watching this video, as well as stand next to all the human beings on this earth that need a little bit of extra peace and a little bit extra of love. So please open your hearts, welcome in the energy of the Elohim of peace today. We ask her to guide us, direct us on what we need to know right now that best serves us for the highest good and the highest light, and so it is. So what she's asking us to do is to take 3 deep breaths and just inhale the white light, just letting go of anything throughout the day, just to clear ourselves out so we're the most receptive for the energy. So taking 3 deep white breaths in, so placing your hand on your heart, inviting the mighty Elohim of peace to come in, all the archangels, the ascended masters, your team of light to be with you right at this moment in time, to welcome in the vibration of peace. She's also asking me to, asking you to surround yourself with the colours of the white rays, so the diamond white light. So she's asking you to picture a brilliant diamond white light flowing down, and just feel it reaching your heart and expanding outwards, just a crystalline, pure diamond white light. Just feel this kind of moving through you with ease and grace, just bringing any clarity, clearing away anything from the day, clearing your vessel, your sacred vessel, your mind, body and spirit. And she's also welcoming the gold ray as well. So we bring in the gold ray, the Christ consciousness, to just illuminate us, going through our chakras, bringing illumination and clarity, opening up our channels to receive the most love and the most light. And she's now asking us to surround ourselves in the violet flame. So we talked about this in the last video, Mighty Arcturus. So visualizing the violet flame, or the violet pink flame, and it comes through your feet all the way up like a fire. So when you're sitting in this energy, it just helps you to clear the clutter of the mind. Really needing it today, myself personally. So if you can visualize the violet flame moving up through your feet, going through your ankles, your knees, your thighs, just moving all the way up into your mind, and just clearing all the mental chatter, just if you feel that you need it in your heart today, just transmuting, dissolving all the old, and even breathing it in, calling in the violet flame to just come into your heart, sit with your heart for a while, sit in your mind, wherever you feel there's clutter or congestion. And I think we're all on the same path right now, feeling a bit congested through the mind, the heart, or the mental body, the emotional body. So just inhaling the violet flame and just letting go for the evening before you go to sleep. So this is a nice way also to ease yourself into sleep, so that you clear your mind, clear your heart, clear your spirit. So she's also asking now to use the white sage. So white sage is a very powerful tool. You can buy it in a spiritual store. Really good to clear your energy field. So the vibration of this white sage will clear your energy. So let's just clear our energy from today, from the heaviness of what's going on in the world right now. So just lightening up our energy field. Just allowing the white sage to permeate your energy so it still works through the camera. So here's some white sage at home. Just visualizing the white, just raising the vibration of your chakras, moving it around your head, just letting that smoke. It's not a very nice smell, but it really is very powerful. I use it nearly every week to clear my house, clear my energy field. Really good tool, because the angels talk about not just using spiritual tools but physical tools. So that's going in the background. And finally, we have, just put this white candle up there. So we've got the singing bowl here, Tibetan singing bowl. So this also helps clear your chakras. So really important to use a combination of things to just lighten your energy field. So we're going to do it 3 times just to help us to vibrate at a high level, to be open to receiving the Elohim's energy, because Elohim are quite high up in the vibration. So if you're dense and heavy in this moment in time, all these techniques help you to raise your vibration. Really important. So any type of sound, white sage, salt baths, really important. So 1, 2. So just feel that energy. Just place your hands on your heart. Just a couple of minutes, just be still. And what Elohim Peace is asking you to do is to connect with your soul. So see a white light flowing down from your soul above you, connecting into your chakras, going into the heart, and becoming a colour pink. And allowing this pink light or unconditional love to vibrate outwards, filling the room, filling yourself with unconditional love, and just feel this rippling effect going out and feel it returning to you. Just feel yourself expand at this moment in time, just to the truth of who you really are, which is true spirit, true light, true love. And just call in your higher self and higher soul to overlight this experience today for you, so you get the most out of this video. So welcome. That was just a couple of tools that Elohim of Peace wanted to talk about, because in order to get into the vibration of peace, you need to still yourself. You need to calm the energy down, because the type of energy that's going on in the world right now, and even I've had that day of very unpredictability, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of mental anguish, there comes a place where you can create peace in your space. So finding the time is number 1. Making time for yourself to create peace. Even if you're still up here with your mental chatter and you can bring it down to 50%, Elohim of Peace is saying that's great, because that's better than nothing. So it's all about practice. Practice makes perfect. So we're on this physical plane to have a human experience and to learn how to calm down the mind. Heaps of meditations on YouTube. The meditation that Elohim of Peace is talking about today, there's many forms. She's talking about the place of peaceful meditation, and that can mean whatever it wants, what it means to you. So peaceful might be going outside, listening to birds and just meditating in nature. Peace can mean sitting in your own sacred space, making time for yourself, creating a safe space. It can be whatever you choose it to be. But what she's saying is right now, because of what's happening on the planet, creating a space of peace is really important. And she wants me to talk about my journey leading up to this video. So normally I get a lot of learning around this particular Elohim, and a lot of it's about trust, not knowing really what's going to happen and just walking your path anyway and going with the flow. And that's quite a huge thing for humans, is to trust and go with the flow and see what's going to happen, because last year in 2020 we had a lot of energy around unpredictability, and it was to shake up the foundations, let go of the old. This year is all about embracing change, knowing that change is essential, change is important. change is necessary, that we can't stick to the old ways of doing things because they no longer serve us. So that's a positive change. And it's the way that we're moving forward in our foundation for our new golden age in the future. So the Elohim are saying, really important for humans to really learn to start centering themselves again, reconnecting to who they really are. Because essentially, we've just forgotten the true power and potential of who we really are. It's kind of reconnecting with ourselves, recalibrating, stepping up as a collective consciousness to kind of embrace our power again in a positive way. Because she's saying in the past civilizations, Atlantis, Lemuria, all those times we had immense power, but we hadn't learned discipline, we hadn't learned humbleness, we hadn't learned grace. So we've been through a lot of civilizations where we've had to learn the karma of everything. So this lifetime is really exciting because even though it feels like everything's falling around us, it's actually a positive step towards humanity stepping up and evolving and changing. So there's a lot of hope there, even though it may not appear to be that way on a superficial 3D level. On a 5D level, we have definitely shifted this year into 5D. So Elohim Peace is saying that the shift has occurred. So now what we're doing is upgrading, integrating. What that means individually for people, it means that people need to take time out to figure out what that means for them. So the energy is different. It sits different for everybody. So one person might find the 5D energy really overwhelming. The next person might find, because of their vibration, they find it really grounding. So they're saying that you need to take time out this year, create a sacred space of peace so that you're able to listen to yourself and figure out what this new energy means for us all, what it means individually. So you've got to sort you out first before you can help the collective. So a real big message there is try and create a sacred space. And this year we're going to need more time out than ever, funnily enough, because so much change is going on. It's almost like we need to catch our breath. I feel a bit breathless almost. It feels like it's going to be that kind of year, that time's speeding up. Things are evolving and changing really rapidly, but also we've been told to slow down. Mother Nature's saying good things take time. So time's speeding up, but we also have to learn to step back, take a deep breath and allow things to occur as well. Don't try and micromanage. Because as soon as we start micromanaging, we start to interfere with the divine plan and everything will naturally flow as it needs to. That's a message. So leading up to this video, a lot of lessons around trust, a lot of lessons around standing in my power, a lot of lessons. So even teachers, spiritual mentors have to go through the same lessons as everybody else. So we know Divi from that law. So we go through a lot of harder lessons almost because we're meant to be teaching from example. So yes, definitely put through our steps and our emotions. So she wanted me to share that a little bit about myself. And now we're going to go into who she is. So I channeled a message today while I was in the midst of having quite a big mental barrier, like a lot of anxiety. And I thought I couldn't even channel her, but really when I called in her energy, the sense of peace just came in. And I was able to channel through these words, and I hope you enjoy these. So enjoy the words and the vibration of the Elohim of peace. So she's like, take your breath, slow down. Don't you feel like that? You feel like you need to just slow down a little bit. Everything's a bit hectic and fast-paced and just, yeah, anyway. So Elohim of peace, this is her message. I am the Elohim of peace. I come on the vibration of peace and harmony. I embrace peace. I am the peace. Peace is the absence of resistance. It is a deep knowing or knowing of not knowing at the same time and being in congruence with your light. Peace is the art of allowing all things to be as they are without judgment. Acceptance of the moment. Peace allows you to view life from perspective of spirit. In all its beauty and simplicity, life is not meant to be complicated. You create it this way. Peace is an underlying understanding that life is intrinsic to all and everlasting and always overflowing. The Creator sent us all the vibration of peace to feel grace and gratitude of being. I, as an energy and vibration, carry the qualities of all of that is. Peace is assurance in the time of confusion of man. I send to earth the vibration to ease the hearts of many. The energy can be used for yourself and for all. You must look at your life and review what is bringing you peace and what isn't. That will answer the heart's calling to knowing. Peace is recognizing that you are that I am that I am. It is a recognition of spirit in all its glory. I, Elohim of peace, sing to the Creator all the time, thanking this energy for life itself and the ability to discern within this process. You have been given the gift of choice. Use this wisely. This is a test for man at this time. If you are the creator of your life, what are you creating? Is it allowing love or fear into your life? Whether you believe me or not is not my issue. It is whether you claim your sovereignty in this entire situation on planet Earth. Be clear, we are here to empower you to all walk within the light. No, we cannot interfere in the fate of man. It is your choice what you choose. Do you choose peace or war? Do you choose love or hate? Do you choose separateness or togetherness? Do you choose the light or the dark? Do you choose unity or isolation? Or do you choose heaven on earth or something else on earth? The choice is yours. You hold the power and the knowledge. Humanity holds the keys to their own freedom. Start to awaken, children, and use this ability and time to rise. Our final words. We are with you. Call upon us to be your backbone and to empower you all to awaken to the truth of your nature. You are love and nothing less. Hear our call now, light children. It is time to awaken to the calling and know it can be done. Thy be done, and so it is. So let those words sit with you for a moment. So, beautiful messages from Elohim of Peace. So I hope that resonated with you. It was a beautiful, beautiful message that was sent to us, and a message of hope. It really did touch my heart, and I hope it touched yours as well. So we're going to move on to some messages, and I'm going to use cards. So I thought I'd start with the self-care deck. What do we need to know from Elohim of Peace? And this deck is great. I have a personal deck for self-care, and I've used it religiously for 10-20 years now. And I think it's really important to have some form of self-care or tools you can use to figure out where you're at with your energy. So what messages do the Elohim of Peace want us to know? So let's see. So first message, so you can't see the writing, but it talks about pleasure. Do something just for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. So see that lovely lady there with her cat looking into the future? Pleasure, not a bad word. Pleasure is why we are here. Doing something just for fun. Simple as that. How to help us raise into the vibration of peace. Sometimes changing our vibration is what makes the difference. So if you're in your head a lot, doing something different, refocusing your energy, looking at, can I just do something for fun right now? Can I talk to a colleague and crack a joke? Can I ring a friend? Do just something for fun. They're saying we are far too serious and we need to lighten up as a collective consciousness. Even though there's heaviness going on, humour always has played a part, and it can help us to break free from that seriousness of life. So the Elohim of Peace is saying, enjoy your life. Start looking at your blessings. Start counting your blessings, because the more you count, the more you will see. The more you kind of focus on what's not going right for in your life or in your world, you will create more of the same. So it talks about the law of attraction, and this is a very simple law but very powerful, and it does not discern whether it's negative or positive. So if you focus on something, it doesn't care whether it's light or dark, or it's on the spectrum of love or fear. It just vibrates whatever you choose to kind of focus on and put your emotions towards and really feel into. So Elohim of Peace is saying you have a choice in regards to what polarities you use. So if you're feeling the polarity of annoyance or irritation, you need to kind of acknowledge that, accept that, and then look at it and then choose, what can I do about it? Can I accept it? Can I change it? Can I move on? if I can't do something about this right now, I'll come back to it later. So acknowledging your feelings, honoring your feelings, and then trying to refocus yourself if you're busy. So trying to refocus, bringing yourself back to breath, remembering that you could call a friend, talk to a colleague, like just you're in a bit of a funk, like refocusing your energy. So we have a choice. Simple as that. And as sovereign beings, we do not, being awake means you're aware of your thoughts. Being aware of your thoughts, what's going on in an inside and out. So knowing where your thoughts are going, acknowledging them, taking control over them. You are the master of your world, not the other way around. Your mind is not your master. You are the master of your mind. So kind of learning how to discern, learning how to work with your mind, learning how to work with things that can benefit you. So when I talked about awareness, the next thing that the card I picked actually was, funnily enough, is awareness. Awareness. So practice present moment awareness. The meaning you yearn for lives in the ever-present now. So awareness. Where is your awareness going? What is your awareness doing? What are you putting awareness to? So Elohim of Peace is talking about, in order to create more peace in your universe, where are you putting your energy? Take responsibility for your energy. This new 5D energy we're moving up to, it is about taking responsibility for our energy. So we're raising our vibration. It means we've got to take more responsibility, not just fobbing it off. It's your fault. You made me feel this way. Actually, it comes back to you. What can you change in yourself in regards to your approach to someone or a situation? You can change your mental chatter. You can't change the other person. You can't change the other situations sometimes are out of your control. What can you do as a sovereign being? Awareness is key. That's what Elohim of Peace is saying. If you want to create more peace in your world, start focusing on the ever-present now. Your power lies in the moment, the present moment, not the future, not the past, not what's been, not what's going to come. If you're fully grounded and present in the moment, then you have more power to control your reactions to people. So, good message. Very practical, very relevant. I thought I'd work with the angels. They'd make me all talk about airy-fairy stuff, but they're very practical, this particular Elohim of Peace. Next card we're going to talk about help. Ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. So ask for help. You can't do this alone. Whatever this card means for you, ask for help. So we can't do it alone. Even for me, the people that are working with spirits and angels all the time, our biggest thing is you've got to learn to trust spirit. And in order to kind of work with that energy, you've got to ask for help, but you've got to surrender in the how. Big surrendering in the how is kind of saying, I trust that something higher than me, maybe my soul, whatever you believe in, your guides, your teachers, your ancestors, can see it from a different space, and you're seeing it from your 3D, 5D reality. They're seeing it from up here where they can see all the timelines playing out, all the possibilities, and they can see this one is the, the most best appropriate for you, and you're maybe choosing these ones, which is fine because we walk our own path, we have free will. But what they're saying is ask for help in regards to clarity on what your next step is. Then spirit can guide you. Ask your soul. Your soul is a sovereign being. You hold the power to receive that information. You are the oracle. That's what they keep telling us. And we're at different spectrums of learning how to trust ourselves, our intuition. It doesn't mean we don't have intuition. We do. People just have to learn how to listen to their intuition. So looking at, whether you listen to your intuition through music, through automatic writing, like using cards as a tool, like just working out what works for you. No size fits all. That's what the angels are saying. We are all unique and beautiful, like a diamond. There's no diamond that's the same. So you've got to learn that we don't have our separateness, but also our connectedness at the same time. We have to acknowledge what we bring to this world, but we also have to work as a collective, because we all have strengths and weaknesses as beings. And I might be good at one thing and then another person might be able to do it. So I've got a project I'm doing right now. I'm not that strong in assignment writing or making up manuals for a course that we're birthing, but I've got other colleagues that I'm trusting, or other friends that have their strengths as well. So then we're working collaboratively, and what a beautiful project, or to birth something with people you absolutely trust. So it's finding like-minded people that vibrate with you if you're lucky enough to, because sometimes it's hard to find those friends. So you just got to ask for help and say, hey, show me the way, like show me the friends that would best vibrate with me, that best in regards to vibration. If you want friends that are like loyal and honest and kind, you've got to vibrate that out in order to receive it. So law of attraction, or if a person comes to you, it's because you either got to learn something, you're either going to gain something, you're either got to teach that person something. There's always a reason behind a meeting. You never just bump into somebody when you perfectly need the advice you needed. Like, spirit works through everybody, so everybody plays their part. Oh, it's a strong message. I feel this heat, immense heat. So, next message. We just talked about connection. So this is about connection. Connect with someone special. A loved one is a gift of treasure. So thinking of someone who you need to connect with. Is there a person, a good friend you haven't contacted in a while? Is there a connection you want to work on? Connection can mean a friendship, a relationship, a connection with yourself. So connect with you. Are you making time to connect with you first and foremost? Time. Are you needing to spend some more time with your loved ones? Is there a connection you need to nurture? So connection also creates peace, because if you're you've got solid friendships, you've got solid foundations, you tend to be a bit more secure than people that don't have that. And if you don't have that, that's okay. You can still manifest that into your reality, just for asking for help, asking with your team of light. So connection with yourself will create peace. You can't rely on external things to make you feel safe. You've got to feel safe within yourself, and that starts with you. So this card's almost indicating to me the connection's got to start with yourself first, and then you're able to kind of give to others or connect with others. Because if you haven't, you're relying on others for advice and guidance and not connecting with yourself, it kind of bypasses, it puts your energy down, because you're kind of giving your power away to other people. So it's learning to trust yourself and honor your wisdom, because you learn wisdom through trial and error. That's why we're here. So no one's going to get it right or perfect, because if that were the case, we wouldn't be here. So all of us make mistakes. All of us, mistakes, I say. Learning. All of us learn things. And the mistakes is, they want us to take it out of our vocabulary. It's not about making mistakes, it's about making choices. We're always making choices, and we're always learning. So the next card that was kind of at the bottom of the pack, it's called Truth. Tell the truth. Integrity is the key to living an authentic life. I think we've had this card before. Truth. What does that mean to you? Are you in alignment with your truth? Are you being honest with yourself? Are you asking the right questions? Are you listening to yourself? Are you being truthful to others? If you're in alignment with yourself, and if you're telling yourself the truth, then you have a congruence, or you have alignment. When you're finding that your emotions are everywhere, you're doing one thing but you're feeling another, that's not being congruent or being honest with yourself and living an authentic life, because your body tells you when you're going the wrong direction. You listen to your body. Your body's a spiritual tool in itself. It's a highly intelligent, involved being. So Elohim peace is saying you find peace within yourself when you actually are in alignment with your decisions. If you're kind of scattered everywhere, not making a decision, imming and ahhing, it's like what the angels are saying is make a decision and just follow through with it. And what you'll find is that the path will change depending on your energy, and then you'll get the help you need, but you've got to make a decision, a direction. And if you're not ready to make a decision, sit with that and be okay with not needing to make a decision. So you either make a decision or you don't. You've got to make the decision that right now I'm not ready to make a decision, and I'm okay with that. But if you're ready to make a decision, make a decision. Then what you'll find is you have peace within your being, because you're like, finally, I've made a decision. So being truthful with yourself and acknowledging that maybe you're not in the right space to make a decision, you need more time, you need more information about anything, person, situation, job, career, love. Like, take your time. Don't rush the process, because people rush, and that's when you get the incongruency, and you feel distorted, like you feel like you're halfway there, and you're kind of like, what am I doing? What am I meant to be doing? Who, like what? So they're saying, like, in order to feel peace even in a confusing situation, just say to yourself, it's okay, I'm not ready to make a decision. And then that's almost like a relief. You're almost acknowledging that's where you're at. It's all about the now, like listening to your emotions, listening to your feelings, listening to your being. If your mental chatters too much and you feel like, I'm not actually in the right mental space to make a decision, don't make a decision. Because what will happen is you'll make a decision, you feel really yucky inside, and then you're like, I should have listened to myself. And you learn that through life experience, so through wisdom, through training. Like, it never ends, you're always doing it. So what they're saying is just get used to practice present moment awareness, practice being in alignment with yourself. Meaning being in alignment just means that you're giving your power to you, not to external things. And ask your soul or your team of light to show you what that means for you, because only you can answer your own questions. Even if you're looking to others, like for guidance, should be more confirmation than anything. They shouldn't be telling you something you don't already know. That's essentially, when I'm talking to friends, I'll talk about things and they'll confirm things for me when I know I'm on the right track. Confirmation through conversation, through picking cards. So it's seeking confirmation, and when you get better at listening to your intuition, you stop relying on others. So it's an art. So they're saying just learn to listen to yourself. The more you get better at it, the more you get better at it, the more peace you find. One last card from this deck. I think we talked about this. So this picture, blessings. Count your blessings. A grateful heart attracts more joy, love, and prosperity. Count your blessings. There's always something positive to focus on. Even if you get up in the morning and the only thing you can say is, I enjoyed my cup of coffee. Keep it simple. Like, just say, keep it mainstream. Like Abraham Hicks talks about, just keeping it simple, like keeping it mainstream. Like, if you're finding it hard to find anything positive about something you really are not feeling positive about, just focus on something else. Say, like, instead of say work's troubling you, focus on like maybe a positive friendship and say thank you for that person being in my life, and just think 3 things, or my son, or my daughter, or my partner, like just anything to get your vibration, your perspective to shift. So those are those cards. Right, we're going to tune into the animals today. Why I've brought in the animals is because the Elohim of Peace, for some reason, enjoys animals. She loves the vibration that animals give off. You know, when you sit with an animal and you're so in the moment, they bring so much joy, but they bring so much peace, because animals are so in alignment with their presence or their spirit that they have no ego. So this is where we're moving towards that in the future, is moving from ego to spirit, and animals encompass that quite beautifully, they're saying. So we're going to have some messages from some animals who want to speak about peace. So first animal we've got is the wolf spirit. So the wolf is talking about anyone, what is he saying? Animals talk differently as well. They're not like angels. They communicate very differently through, he's got a lot to say. The wolf is saying turn knowledge into wisdom. So learning how to keep your vibration high is an art. Learning to move through life and maintain an equilibrium or a balance is an art. You learn it, and not to be hard on yourself, and you do turn knowledge into wisdom. So the older you get, the more practice you have, the better you get at that skill, and it can go from this lifetime to next lifetime. So you don't only have this lifetime to master peace. Obviously, like the Dalai Lama, if you read his books, or if I've been to one of his concerts, he radiates peace from a mile away, and I don't think he's doing anything in particular. He's just being the vibration of peace. So peace is something that is never ending as well, he's saying. He's saying that don't ever think that you're going to ever sit there like the Dalai Lama, Buddha, and ascend and be in complete peace. We're not here to achieve that. What they're asking of us is to make a space for peace, like to have moments of peace. If that's all we can do throughout the day, moments of peace, moments of serenity. You know that prayer, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That prayer in itself creates peace. So when you're placing your attention towards something that creates peace within you, so it could be listening to music, it could be a prayer, it could be reading a book, it could be just catching your breath. They're saying create moments of peace. And the wolf is saying, he's saying that even though we find peace when we're asleep, we should be finding moments of peace when we're awake as well. Because when we are asleep, obviously we're in a state of peace, our body gets to relax. But the more relaxation we can give ourselves, the clearer we become, the more empowered we become. And call in the wolf if you'd like to work with your wisdom and start relying on your own internal knowledge, like turning your knowledge into wisdom. Call in the wolf spirit to help you with this. Really powerful totem animal to work with in regards to wisdom, strength of character. He's talking about just integrating your learning as well. Oh, he's one of my spirit guides. So I love wolves. I've had this wolf, huge wolf. So when I've done meditations, huge white wolf, and they come in various colors, but yeah, you can do animal totem meditations as well, so very powerful totems. The next animal we've got is called the Sandpiper Spirit. Never heard of it till I got this deck. And we were talking about playfulness. So, you know, the first card I think we talked about was pleasure. How do we find more peace in our lives? Finding moments to be playful. So this particular bird loves to play on water. I can see he's jumping around on the water lilies, having some fun. So how do we create more peace? Sometimes it's also doing heaps of just playing and having fun, having a laugh. Moments of peace throughout the day. Doesn't have to be Dalai Lama style, they're saying. It can be through humour. All it does is it creates clarity, so it shifts your mind from the 3D reality of ego to the 5D of oneness. So playing. Next message from Elohim of Peace. The crow. So the crow says co-create with spirit. So crow is another powerful totem animals. We've got the big guns tonight. Talking about peace. It is the serenity of being he's talking about. The serenity of just being yourself. Not expecting to be anyone else less than yourself. Being truly who you are. So a lot of people don't like crows and magpies because they can be annoying, but very intelligent beings. But you know what? They love themselves. They absolutely adore themselves. And what they're saying is, when you're in alignment with yourself, you have this peace about you, this radiance about you, that you're self-assured. You know for sure. You just know. That's the message. There's an assurance that you know. Because remember, Elohim of Peace talked about it's an assurance, like an assurance of like you know what's going to happen, or you know you don't know what's going to happen, but it's okay either way. I'm assured that something's looking out for me. Because it says here, co-create with spirit. So you're always co-creating with spirit. Having that peace and knowing that you never do it alone. You always got someone who's backing you up. This energy that's out to support all of us. Not just, and you're not judged. You're not, well, if she's a really good girl, we're going to give her some more energy. There's none of that. Spirit backs up every single child of the Creator. Every single child. So that you always have a team of light, you have a guardian angel, you've got archangels, you've got guides, you've got elementals. Like how many beings do we have on this planet right now? Dragons, like you name it, we have it. But are we utilizing them? Question, are you utilizing what you have around you spiritually to help you in your life? Are you trying to do it all yourself? Because if that's the answer is a yes, you're not going to be having peace in your world. Peace is meaning that you're surrendering that not everything's going to be done by you. Yes, we're ultimate creators. We have choice, we have discernment, but also we have to have the ultimate surrender and trust and spirit that someone, hey, we are worthy, someone's looking out for us. We are loved. And really what it means is us surrendering the battles, like taking the chains off us, giving ourselves the freedom. Because remember, actually, I'll just channel in because it's coming in. Akia Hope is saying to us, in order to promote peace in the future, our hope lies in the younger generations. And we're talking about children. They're our hope. So if we can install a sense of knowing, a sense of empowerment, and a sense of strength in them that no one can rock out of them, regardless of the external situations, the hope for the future is bright. But it starts with us teaching and leading from example. And that message is from Akia Hope. And she's the Archangel of Hope. She works with Archangel Gabriel. So they're a powerhouse. And if you're wanting to work with your children, work with Archangel Gabriel and Akia Hope to start maybe parenting in a way. If you have children, or if you're a grandparent, or if you're an auntie, uncle, you really want to inspire the future generations. Like, call them in to inspire you to inspire them. Because ultimately we can do all these things, but it's going to carry over to the next generation. So in order to create more peace in our world, we've got to start today and build it in small steps. So in the future, we all have hope and promise, and it's doable. Like, we have a choice. That was random. And our final message, funnily enough, is the dove. So we talked about peace. Be peace. Elohim of peace. This is her symbol. Beautiful being. The dove is about owning it, like owning our power, owning everything about ourselves, being at peace with who we are, accepting ourselves, and then the entirety of all the experiences we've had. That's what peace is. It's not judging. It's not comparing to each other. It's not criticizing yourself. Being at peace just means you're taking yourself as you are in this moment. Really loving yourself too. Right. We're just going to bring in Elohim. So this is a drawing, Elohim of peace. So there aren't any pictures that I know of Elohim of peace, so I had to draw it myself. So this is what I got channeled through. So I'll just put it in front of the camera. And I want you just to place your hands on your heart and open up your heart today and just invite Elohim of peace in. And she's just saying right now, we're just going to ask you to close your eyes, and I'm just going to move you through just a bit of a invocation for you, just to invite her energy in so that you can feel her permeating your being. So Elohim of peace is saying, open your heart, dear child. Welcome in the new fresh approach. Welcome in the new energy of hope. Welcome in the energy of peace. It starts today, it starts now. Allow the light of the Creator to flow directly into your heart and feel that connection. Feel that knowing and feel that peace of who you really are. Know that you are unconditional love. Know that you are the light, and know that you are pure divinity. So come to us now. Allow us into your world. Allow us to walk the path beside you. Allow us to guide and direct you. Allow us to help you to stand in your true sovereignty as a powerful being in which you are, individually as well as collectively. I am Elohim of peace. Know me, feel me, trust me, and know that I am all that I am, and so it is. So that was Elohim of peace. So we're going to end with some final messages from Elohim of peace. I'm going to do a pick a card. So I'm going to ask you to just tune into the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to channel through some messages for you at home. So what does Elohim of peace want you to know? So if you can pick, ask your guides, place your hands on your heart, what number resonates with me the most? And you can never get it wrong. If the message doesn't fit with you, try another number, or maybe all of them are meant for you. So if you want to listen to all of them and they resonate with you, take what resonates, leave the rest. So message number 1. If you're picking number 1, win. This is what Elohim of peace is. I'm going to read an affirmation, and then I'm going to pick some cards. So, first message from Elohim of Peace. Crafting. So, I'll read the message. This is for you, pile number 1. Gaze at your loving hands. How will you create and craft your life? Look at your feet and feel them on the ground. Now close your eyes and imagine that you see the earth from the perspective of space. How wondrous and beautiful is it? Green, blue, white, light and dark. Infinite, endless stories being played out upon the earth. Be aware of yourself on earth, playing out and creating your stories. Now see all through the eyes of your higher consciousness. See the whole big picture from the perspective of space. Gently move closer and closer towards the earth. Instead, from this moment on, you will no longer feel bullied by life. Instead, you will create and craft your own unique path. Crafting. Message number 1. Okay, what animal wants to give you a message? Oh, this message. 2 messages popped out for you, pile number 1. First message is the rhino. So the rhino is saying you can overcome any obstacles. You have the strength. To find peace, it's not a matter of changing your circumstances, it's accepting it as it is. That's what creates peace in your world. Pile number 1. Working with the rhino spirit, really good in regards to working through overcoming obstacles. The rhino is saying you have strength to overcome anything. Your life has given you the gift of strength. So if you picked pile number 1, your life has given you the gift of strength. Message, the second message, rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. So pile number 1, you have some luck coming your way. And it's not luck, just random luck. It's the fact you've deserved it. You've worked really hard on yourself. You've been working really hard on a project, a situation yourself. And you're going to manifest something beautiful for yourself, and luck is on your side. So everything is playing out as it needs to, and you need to be at peace with the process. It's just a matter of watching and waiting. There is a timing for everything. Pile number 1. And I will pick a light. This is a Light Keeper Oracle deck. So message number 1. What does the Elohim of Peace want you to know? Isn't this beautiful? So this is talking about seeing the light within yourself, acknowledging it, recognizing it, knowing that you are powerful. Elohim of Peace is saying if you recognize your worth and acknowledge your worth, that is where the power resides. You will find peace when you start to accept yourself in this moment, in this time. Elohim of Peace is saying you have got this. It is time for you to embrace your light. So that's pile number 1. So message number 2. If you picked pile number 2, I should say. Pile number 2. Okay. This is the message from you from Elohim of Peace. So meditation of 4. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Breathe in for a count of 4. Breathe out for the count of 4. And pause for the count of 4. Repeat this 4 times. Then open your eyes. Do this 4 times a day, and within the next 4 days you will start to feel lighter. The vibration of 4 invokes a feeling of retreat, order and balance. Just like a square, all that is built upon is eventually distributed. 4 inspires you to clean up your foundations, your beliefs and your fears, not by getting rid of them, but by creating something new. Focus upon what feels good, and all your negative vibrations fall away from the lack of attention, and your highest path magically reveals itself. So the meditation of 4. Right. So a message for you, pile number 2. What does Elohim of Peace, what do the animals have to say? Right. So the flamingo. So embrace the in-between. So you're in a pause, you're in a moment of transition. You're moving from the old to the new. Give it time. Elohim of Peace is saying, be at peace with not knowing all the answers. You're not always going to know what's best for you at all times. That's why you've got help. You can ask for help. Embrace the in-between. Your mind likes to create confusion. Acknowledge the confusion, then ask Spirit to bring clarity of mind in. So the flamingo is talking about you're in the midst of change, transformation. You're on a standstill. There's something you're missing. You need to kind of stop, pause and reflect, then carry on. There's something you're missing. So really look at what you're missing or not missing in the case. That's a beautiful message. Right, Light Keeper's Oracle deck. What do you need to know from Elohim of Peace? So we've got this picture. 6th ray of devotion. So in this picture it's depicting just a sense of surrender, a sense of devotion to your soul, a sense of just, you know what, no matter what, I'm okay. And it's almost like it's calling you to acknowledge that you have a higher soul that governs you, that knows what's best for you, and you have the answers. And what it's saying is make time and devote energy to yourself. And what you will find is the answers will come easily, because right now you're in I can almost feel clouds, like there are clouds around you. So Elohim of Peace is saying, in order to create more peace, it's almost like letting go, surrendering to the clouds and saying, I'm done. I'm no longer going to do this in my way, my old ways of thinking. I'm done trying to save the world. I'm done. It's like a surrender, like it's just like I'm worthy, I'm surrendering, like I no longer need this pain or suffering. Like you're going through a deep healing, and on the other side you will find more peace, because peace comes from forgiving yourself, peace comes from letting go of resentment, peace comes from just doing the internal work. So you're going deep inside and you're doing a lot of reflection and maybe looking at your thoughts and looking at your emotions from the past. But true peace is surrender. True peace comes from surrendering. So if you're feeling angry in the moment, acknowledging it. Surrendering to the positives in life, the negatives in life. Letting go of control. What does this imagery mean to you? I'm almost hearing letting go, whatever that means for you. That's what will help you find more peace in your life. That's it for pile number 2. So pile number 3, we will pick a card. Hope these messages are inspiring some hope in you, some messages of clarity and love. So next message, colour. So this is for pile number 3. Each colour of the light spectrum has its own ray, its own energetic vibration, which interacts with and affects our personal energetic vibration. Colour can have a profound effect on your mood, vitality and well-being. Connect to your breath and move colour through you, through your chakras, to bring added energy, balance and creativity. Know that you can use violet, purple, magenta, copper, silver, pink, red, yellow, and you can breathe this in. Breathe it in and breathe it out. And let them all pass through you and dissolve away into the light around you, into oneness. Know the treasure at the end of the rainbow resides within you. So colour. How can you find more peace? Working with the vibration of colour. So looking at the colours you wear. So look at me, I'm wearing green and magenta. So this is more of a peaceful colour. Bringing more peace. So if I took this away, it would be a bit more like bold. But they wanted me to be bold but gentle. So see how colour can change your energy. So if I was to be really gentle, they're saying to use colour to encourage peace. So spending more time in a beautiful blue, a gentle green, like gentle pastel colours will help you find more peace. So surrounding yourselves, buying flowers that are particular soft pastel colours, wearing those clothes, having a room, your meditation room, in a particular relaxing colour to find more peace. That's the message for you. Right. What animal? What animal? So the animal we have for you, pile 3, is the Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around you. This is where you find peace, is in the ones that you love. So looking at your relationships, looking at where you gain love from other people. Peace is knowing that you are safe. Peace is knowing you're secure. Even just the relationship with yourself, relationship with your animals, relationship with your children's. So it's saying focus more on the love that's all around you. You will find more peace in your life. So if you're finding you're out of thoughts, bring your attention back to who you love, why you love them. Love, whatever that means for you. The Nightingale Spirit. You know how nightingales also sing, so the power of music. Finding music is your way of finding peace. So listening to soothing music. Listening to empowering music if that's what you need to do. But music is really powerful for you. So yeah, just tune into that. Tune into the vibration of music. It will bring you greater clarity and greater peace. Right. Oh, I'm enjoying the messages tonight. I hope you all are. So the last card for pile number 3 is Mekrabar Spiritual Protection. So what this is saying to me is that you need to start placing a bit more protection around yourself to stop the interference of others' ways of thinking, because what we do is we attract other people's energies. So visualizing the color white around you, really powerful tool to use at the beginning of the morning. Do it 3 times a day, just a simple practice like that. And it's just talking about, just see there, she's at peace. She's sitting in this, she's sitting in the center, and she's very much at peace. And it's almost like you need to learn how to deflect other people's emotions away from you, other people's energies. It's talking about surrounding yourselves with the white light. So really important message. To create more peace in your world, you need to place protection around yourself, not to stop yourself from experiencing the world, but discerning the energies that are coming to you, because sometimes you can attract people or things or situations that aren't necessarily good for you in the regards to your vibration. They pull you down. So if you're able to place light around yourself as a tool, spiritual tool, you'll be able to find more peace. And white is really, really strong in regards to creating and promoting more peace. Wearing white, sitting in white, surrounding yourself in white. What does this picture, what is standing out for you? What colors, what imagery? And what I'm hearing is peace comes from knowing, trusting yourself. You need to ask the angels and guides to help you to trust yourself. The more trust you have with the self, the more peace you will generate in your life. More assurance, more confidence in yourself. Right, pile number 4, lucky last. If you chose pile number 4, messages from Elohim of Peace. So, this card is for you. It says meditation. So meditation is a creative process. It is not something we do or need to learn. It is simply a connection back to who you are. It is called a practice because it is training you into alignment. To just be in a space of allowing thoughts, feelings to arise and fall without you having any attachment. In this allowing, easy, non-resistant space, you may realize there are aspects of yourself that you need to heal or recognize or even acknowledge. Be you, for you are wonderful. So meditation, big message. This is what can generate pile 4, more peace into your life. Taking time out to meditate. And there are heaps of, if you're not good at meditation in regards to stilling your mind and allowing things to be, there are a lot of guided meditations you can start off with, because that's how I started. I started by doing color visualizations, and then I got into more deeper practices. So that's the message for you, pile number 4. So what do animals? Oh, powerful, powerful animal, the Black Panther. So reclaiming your power. So this is where your peace resides in. Actually claiming your power. Claiming that you are powerful. That's what's going to bring you peace, because anything else is incongruent with your higher self's truth. So if you're not standing in your power and owning it and rocking you, you actually don't feel peace within yourself. And reclaiming your power that's the path you're on. So look at how you can take back your power in situations, friendships, relationships, work. Can you start doing the forgiveness meditation that I talk about in other videos? Do you need to start discerning, like counting 3 things that you did that day that were positive and taking your power back, and looking at situations that maybe gave your power away? Like, as soon as you start putting awareness towards it, you start the healing process. So reclaim your power, pile number 4. That's where your peace resides, being powerful. Right, last message. Alright, last message for pile number 4, please. Pick the same as last time, so you've got to shuffle a bit. Sometimes you just... Oh, that popped out. Karmic clearing. I think we were talking about what you can, you know, with the healing in regards to taking your power back. So this also could be connected to your relationships in the past, also past lives. So karmic clearing. Looking at what's attached to you, who's attached to you. Taking your power back from situations, like can you do some form of help? Can you go to counseling? Can you go and get a spiritual mentor? Can you go to a spiritual teacher, a healer? Like, ask for guidance and you will receive. So this is about taking your power back from a past life as well. So karmic clearing, looking at your past, really powerful way in finding peace within your situation. Because sometimes we don't have complete control over what's going on in the present moment because it's a reflection of our past, a majority subconscious beliefs. So pile number 4, true power comes from freeing yourself from the past. What is holding you back? What is it? What work do you need to do in order to find peace again? Peace of mind. So thank you today. This has been a long video, but very necessary and so important at this time. Thank you for joining me. I bless each one of yous. The angels are saying to show this picture. This is a picture I drew, and what they're trying to say is, this is who we are. We are the powerful sovereign being. We are our soul. We are the light. We are the love. Elohim of peace is saying, be at peace. You are this. You are the truth. You are the light. You are everything to us. Elohim of peace is saying, we are walking with you. You're not doing it alone. Call upon us from now onwards to help ease your suffering, to ease your path. We are here to help you transcend illusion from 3D to 5D. So, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week when I tune into, I think I'm doing Archangel Shamuel. All the angels want to work with me, so I've got to keep track of which one works with who. Also, too, I'm doing a Reiki Level 1 class in March. If you're interested, at the Botanical Gardens, and I'll be doing my online videos, and I'm still doing online readings, card readings. I'm also doing Metatron, so we look at your Akashic records. I also do Guardian Angel readings, guide readings, so just everything's on my Facebook page if you're interested. Love and light to you all. So many blessings. Bye for now.